Alright, BobalosRex here, and it's time for the most prestigious Game Awards show out there. The first year of it, that's how prestigious it is. And it's your host, BobalosRex, and this is the first annual Bob Awards. Alright? I hope y'all are ready for it. I got 10 games we're going to talk about. Games I played this year and games I've enjoyed. Have I beat them all? No. But I played them and I had a good time. Alright? So sit back, relax, and we'll go through the Bob Choice Awards. Alright, and the first award goes to a game I played quite a little bit, and I played it really early on in the year. You may hear it in the background. And it's a game that I think did JoJo Stendo Power in such a good way. And I love this series. And the first award goes to Fire Emblem Engage. As you can see, it's a tactical game. You know, there are other turn-based games on this list. But I've loved the Fire Emblem series, and I played this game a bit. This is some of my gameplay, but I like the gimmick, even though I haven't completed the game. I like the gimmick of having, like, older Fire Emblem characters come out as, like, stands, and then buff your characters, right? You'll be able to see here, maybe see here soon. But, yeah, it was a neat gimmick. It's not a Fire Emblem game I would recommend for you to start with. The game I would recommend you to start with is either Awakening or Three Houses. So if you have a Switch 3 Houses, or if you have an old 3DS, grab Awakening. It's such a good game. But yeah, this is number 10 on my list, and I had a good time with it, and I want to get back to it and complete it for sure. And I can't wait for the next Fire Emblem game to see what they do next. There it is. Alright. Now my next game that I want to talk about is a Monster Hunter-like game that I played also early in the year. I even convinced my mom to play it, and we were both supposed to play it, and I was supposed to help her, and all that good stuff. And I did end up helping her, but it was mostly of I go in and hunt a critter for her. But I really liked this game. It was Monster Hunter, but it had its own spin on it that I liked enough. Because you could build stuff, and the kimono, the monsters, were pretty cool. There's a giant chicken, some gorilla, and here, take a look. But yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I had a good time with it. As you can see, grabbing stuff, doing a carve there, and I like the armor you get. You know, I like the Japanese aesthetic. You know, I played Neo and whatnot, so I was a pretty big fan of this. And rewatching it now makes me actually want to play some more of it. So I'm hoping they do maybe a sequel to this. Maybe not the year Monster Hunter Wild comes out, but I would love to see a Wild Souls 2, or not Wild Souls, Wild Hearts 2. And I gotta get back in and finish it. But yeah, I had a good time with it. Definitely one of my favorite games of the year. And on to the next. Alright, the next game on my list is a sequel to a game I liked a couple years back, and it is a Star Wars game, and it's Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I thought it was super good. I really liked the gameplay at the highest difficulty. That's what I play it on. It feels like a Souls-like. You know, you don't get the iframes that you would in a Souls game, so It does. Oh my god, that's so loud. So it does come off maybe a little more difficult than a typical Souls game because of the scaling difficulty. But I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. You get the Force powers. It really makes you feel like a Jedi. Alright? Oh my god, my quality is sucking right now on these, but this is my gameplay. You know, these chickens could one-shot you. Freaking crazy critters. But yeah, that's Star Wars Survivor. My number 10, number 8. Definitely a good game this year. And time for the next one. Alright. Now, the next game is one from one of my favorite series. And it's not a mainline game, but it was like a side game that came out for it. It takes place in the past, and you get to be a samurai slash yakuza, but you're essentially the Shinsengumi, so you're the cops, the OG samurai cops, and it's a yakuza game. It's like a Dragon Ishin, and here's some of my silly ass gameplay. So I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty, okay? Literally the DLC hardest difficulty. And I literally cannot get hit. And I had to fight this large man in the bathhouse. And I couldn't get hit, so I just ran around and took pop shots. I couldn't use any weapons. Look at this. I had so much fun playing this. I love the Yakuza games. You get the karaoke, you get the story missions, you get the silly missions, you get the mini games. These games are just full of so much fun, so much enjoyment. And I had to put this on the list. Just thinking about it may make me want to put it higher, but I'm gonna keep it here. A lot of these games I just like, and I want to talk about my 10 games. But yeah, number 7, Yakuza. Or it was Like a Dragon Ishin. Alright. Now, time for the next one. Alright. Now remember, this is my list, my opinions, and a lot of the ordering of these is kind of arbitrary. I mean, the whole list is arbitrary because it's just opinion subjective, and I'm just having a fun time with it. But I had a wonderful time with this game, and the game that is number 6 on the list is Mario Wonder. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And as you can see, I'm here. I'm having a great time. I'm riding buffaloes. This is the effects of a Wonder Seed of the area. And this level was something else, let me tell you. Oh, too bad. But I had a great time with it. I've only played it once, so that's probably why it's lower on the list. But I definitely want to get back to this game. I'll probably be trying to complete it going into next year. Next year is probably going to be the year I complete a lot of these games. But yeah, I had a great time with it the one time I played it. And I can't wait to get back. So that's number 6. I'll get ready for the next one. Alright, now number 5 is a game that is ongoing. 2 of these are ongoing games that I play all the time. I stream them all the time. Sometimes both at the same time, so you may know what 2 I'm talking about. But this game had 3 expansions this year. 4 technically. And in one of them, I had my worst luck ever. And as you'll see here, I had some of my best luck ever. Alright? Now, my favorite expansion this year was kind of like Path of the Titans, because I really like the Titan mechanic. But I've been having my most fun right now with the Badlands one. Showdown on the Badlands. We got freaking cowboys. But a lot of the fun stuff they've done this year, for me, was enjoyable. Even Festival, even though that I had less fun with that, even though I was excited for it. Alright. But oh, it's Festival that I had my best luck ever. But yeah, here I got like my best pack ever during Festival, even though I didn't play it that much. Um, but even recently, I got a signature, and I've been having a good time playing all the decks. We got Twist mode, we got Ketchup packs, and yeah, I had a super good time with Hearthstone this year. Yep, two legendaries right there. Look at that. So I gotta give Hearthstone credit this year. I've been having fun. Hopefully, Twist going into next year can get some attention. I really hate the downtime and the cost to keep up Hearthstone. If you want to play everything, is high, but it has taken some steps for free to play players from people who, if you're not trying to collect all the cards, because that's going to cost money. But if you're just trying to get a deck to play, it has gotten really good for that, from what I've seen from people who start a free to play version. But yeah, Hearthstone's my pick for number 5. And get ready for the next one. Alright, now the next game on the list is a game that I played a lot when it came out. And it came out to a lot of good, a lot of praise and enjoyment. But then as it went on, it started to get a lot of complaints involved. And even got review bombed, I think. Or maybe not. I'm not going to get into the controversy of this title, but I had a good time with it at the start. During season 1 of it, we had some issues, but more recently with the new season of this game, and you probably already know the game, it's Diablo. I've been having a good time again. You know, I did hardcore when I first streamed it. I had a fun time doing that, leveling Chumbus. I lost characters. I raged. I cried. I had a good time with this game. And that I can't deny. I cannot deny that I had a good time playing this game at the start. Part of that was how I played. But I had a good time with Diablo 4. I finally said the game. Diablo 4 is number 4 on my list. And the most recent season, the holiday event, it's just something to do. And the vampire stuff, the season 2 really brought a lot of good stuff to the game. And I've been enjoying the end bosses farming. And I'm actually going to get a character to 100. You know, my original highest in the first before the first season was 60. In the season, I just got to like... It was also in the 60s, because going beyond that is when the game stopped being fun to a lot of people. But just the campaign, the 1 through 50, that was mostly enjoyable, and I had a good time with it. I even got Cheese playing. But yeah, this is my number 4, and get ready for the next one. Alright, now the next game, my number 3, is an extremely good game. And it is one of the best games of the year, for sure. And this isn't more so a criticism of the quality, just the games I played and had fun with. And this one had me super excited, and I had a lot of fun with it. But I didn't stick to it as much as 2 and 1. But number 3 is Baldur's Gate 3. Now, if you want to play D&D, here it is. You can play D&D right now. Right here, Baldur's Gate 3. The studio that made this did Divinity Original Sin, and that game also is similar to this. It is turn-based, it is tactical, and it's a big, giant RPG. Multiple endings, multiple choices. It is a super good game. I just didn't stick to it as much because it is complex. It wins my Complex Game of the Year award. And it is unfathomable the amount of different things you can get up to in this game. But one of the reasons it's 3 is because You can't play as a goblin, and you can't romance the goblins. You can romance a bear, a squid, a ton of other things, but you can't romance a goblin. How dare they? Alright, here's what's next. Alright, now number 2, you may already know. And this is a game I played for a long time. It's an ongoing game, but it's gotten tons of content, and I've played so much of it this year, and I've enjoyed it. Now, not every year I would rank this so high. Even if I played a lot that year, not every year I would. Probably last year I wouldn't have. Or, well, because this expansion had just come out, maybe I would have. But the year before that, definitely not. But I've spent so much time playing this game, and I've had a lot of enjoyment, and I have to rank it high on my list. And that game is WoW. As you can tell, I've been playing it a lot. I make videos on it daily, for the most part. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun with WoW this year. Dragonflight has been good. We've had a constant stream of content. It's come with its ups and its downs and its controversies, you know. Everyone prefers their own stuff. But for me, this has been a good year for WoW. And I'm definitely putting it high up on my list. And that's why it's number 2. And now, it's almost time for the moment y'all been waiting for. But, alright. Now, just before we hear about the best game, the winner of the best Bob game, the best game for Bob, before we get to the best one, I'm going to talk about a couple honorable mentions. These are games my mom played. Me and my mom share games, so she's actually beaten both of these games, and I haven't played them. But, from what I've seen, people liked them. Some of them. Some of them weren't. But honorary mention of games I almost played. Assassin's Creed Mirage. My mom said it was too short, and it was just as buggy. So, I may play it. Someday. And Final Fantasy 16. People love this game. It was up for Game Awards. It won Game Awards. And let me tell you, I'm going to play it. Maybe next year. But I didn't play it this year. But those are my honorary mentions. I wanted to get I wanted to get Spider-Man 2, but I couldn't. You know, there's probably a few other games I wanted to get but couldn't. Pikmin 4. You know, we can't always get all the games we want. And this list is my games that I played this year and liked. Alright. Time for my number 1. And let me tell you, my number 1 I think about all the time. I played a bunch. I haven't finished this game, but I love this game, and I can't wait to get back into it when I have more time. And let's all hear it now. Tears of a Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom. This sequel has done a lot for me. Alright? I like Breath of the Wild a lot. But some of the crazy stuff that you can pull off in this game and how well it works. I love the art style. I love the story. Spoilers for this game didn't even get out. Or it wasn't as big. Because the big twist in this game is wild. And let me tell you, I loved every minute that I play, and I cannot wait to play some more. You have all the technical stuff you can do. You got the Ultra Hand, you got the Time Stop. Look, I'm attacking a moblin with this. You have a very full open world. You have an underworld. You have a sky islands. And you can make jets and tanks and fight all this stuff. You know? You're having trouble with the boss? Let me make a frickin' battle tank. Wanna fight a big giant Hinox? I tried to make a death machine. Y'all can see how well that worked. I have a clip here on the channel. You know? Super good. I love this game. 10 out of 10. 12 out of 10. Best game of the year for me. By far. And time for the end of the show. Alright, so that concludes our award show. I hope you enjoyed me talking about the games I like. If you hate some of the games I like, you know what? That's fine, that's good. I hope you played some good games this year, and I had a real enjoyable year. As far as playing games, you know. Overall, the year has been good. My channel has grown phenomenally. It grew 3 times. Now, I'm going to have another video where I talk about what I'm going to be doing next year. But I want to thank y'all. All of you new subscribers, all my OG subscribers that have been liking, commenting. I really appreciate it. All the nice comments. You know, it means a lot. And it's been good. It's been good. So, overall, I've had a good time playing games this year. And I hope y'all have too. Now, that's it. That's the video. That's the year. This is the last video of the year. I made it a whole year doing videos. Oh! Thanks again. I gotta get out of here.